Hello, hello. Welcome to another installment of Teaching Tuesdays. For those of you that are catching the replay, I just went live and showed my loyalty rewards order on my business page. So if you wanted to check out what I got this month, I might start doing them over there instead. I know it gets confusing and I don't know how this shows up for you guys. Maybe it's just in your feed. I don't know. But any feedback would be good. But anyway, I'm trying to balance between the the business page and this group. So anyway, today I am talking to you about pain support naturally. Pain is a big topic. Obviously, it's another one that comes up a lot in my classes. So I just thought I would kind of cover that. You know, I know that pain is obviously very debilitating. It can be very depressing. My mom had rheumatoid arthritis and I watched her deal with pain on a daily basis. And I cannot tell you how much I wish that I had these things then. I know, obviously, if you guys kind of know me, you know, my mom set me off on this journey many years ago. And, you know, she was always looking for other options, and I just so wish that I had these for her. So I really believe that, you know, that pain is our body talking to us. It's a message from our body to let us know that something isn't right. So I do encourage you, again, that's just information for you guys to kind of, you know, think about on your health journey, because our bodies, you know, we're all connected. The brain, the mind, the body, the spirit, it's all one. So it works together. So I just really encourage you to understand that. And a lot of times there is an emotional component. So I just bring that up as information as well, that, you know, I don't know if you ever notice, but you know, I get like lower back pain when I'm stressed and it starts tightening up and things like that. So obviously those things that you can do daily, yoga, stretches, you know, all of that can be very helpful, and those that emotionally can move emotions through. But anyway, this is not what this class is about. But I just wanted to bring that up as, and I will obviously do some more, you know, teaching on emotional things and how you can kind of help with that. But basically, you know, looking at the whole body is really important, and that's what I've always been drawn to. I don't think, you know, our body's not separate, and I know in the kind of the modern medicine model, they just want to look at, you know, you got a knee specialist, you got a heart specialist and a brain specialist, and it's like not understanding that they all work together. So anyway, I've mentioned before, diet is huge. So if you want to look into the anti-inflammatory diet, that can be very helpful, especially if you're dealing with any kind of chronic pain. Learning a lot about GMOs and things like that. And oh my God, you guys, how many people that have gotten off of them and healed themselves? Wow. It is very empowering. Not easy to do, but empowering. Obviously, stress management, sleep, all of those things can be very, very helpful as well. And we all know, you know, there's a big epidemic with the medications. Pain meds are very dangerous and very addictive. I started watching a documentary through Netflix called Prescription Thugs. So if you're ever interested or bored or whatever, want to throw that on. I didn't get through the whole thing because it was late at night and I shouldn't have been watching it anyway, but I just can't help but fill my brain with information. So it's you know, obviously they're very addictive, and the side effects, you know, they can even destroy the lining in our gut, which, as you know, 70-80% of our health, our immune system is in our gut. So they can have really, really harsh side effects, not to mention that they make our liver work really, really hard. So essential oils or plants obviously help our bodies on a cellular level. So they're helping our cells heal from the inside. So I really want to get that message across, because when you think about health and these kinds of bigger issues, we really want to break it down to a cellular level and understand that our cells, you know, when our cells are happy, everything is good, right? It's working well. Everything is kind of flowing and things like that. So, just to consider that. So I'm going to show you some options that you can turn to. And again, it's not all or nothing. So let's say you are taking an aspirin or something for some chronic issues that you might have. It doesn't mean that you can't start using the oils with that and then maybe wean off of that. You know, just do what works for you, because we don't want you running around in pain. That can be debilitating. But these are other options, and hopefully they will then soon become your first line of defense before you reach for those bottles of pills. So as I go through this, obviously always keep in mind the bio-individuality, which basically means that everybody's different. Use lavender as an example. For most of the population, it is calming, but there are people out there that it's actually stimulating for. So this is, just like the doctors are doing with our health, and they are experimenting and trying different medications. It's kind of the same thing with the oils. The great thing is that the oils can be used for so many different things. You're not just buying an oil for one specific thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever had that where you've had medications and you've got like this cabinet full of medications that are all for like something different. Well, you don't get that with the oils because you can clean with them and cook with them and all the variety. So also keep in mind less is more and more often. So applying something, say you're having head tension or something like that, applying the oil every 15 to 20 minutes until you get the desired result is something that you might need to do. So less is more and more often because, again, these are natural substances. They don't have like the synthetic chemicals and stuff to cling to different parts of our body, and they work well and work with our cells. So using them more frequently is something that you'd want to do. Plus, let's be honest, if you're on an antibiotic, you have to take it for like 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever it is, right? So it's not a one and done situation anyway. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so the first oil is wintergreen. So wintergreen, the top properties, and I kind of bring that, the top properties for pain, okay? So just understand that these have lots of different properties, but I'm just giving you in reference to this subject. Anti-inflammatory, analgesic, which means that it's pain relieving, and anti-rheumatic, which means it helps reduce or prevent joint damage. So how amazing is that? So I do want to let you know that there's a natural occurring compound found in wintergreen, which is called methyl salicylate. And that is related to the chemical that makes aspirin. Okay? So basically, aspirin is made of the synthetic version. Okay? So you want to dilute this because this is a hot oil and it can be very kind of to sensitive skin or anything like that. So make sure that you're diluting it with a lotion or a fractionated coconut oil, a carrier oil of choice. So this is great for head tension. Rub it in the temples, across the forehead, and really rub that in because you don't want it to like seep into your eyes because that can happen and it just doesn't feel good. You're not going to lose your sight, but it just doesn't feel good. Nerve support. So let's say like maybe you've had surgery or something like that. Maybe you've got numbness in your hands, things like that. You can really use the oil for that. Bruising and cartilage injury, achy joints, nerve pain, muscle cramps. And this is not for internal use. So this has a safety cap on it because, so you push down on it to open it so it's safe for kids. And by the way, you guys, you can get these for all of your oils in the back office if you want to, if you're worried about your kids getting into them. Not that they're not safe, but I do understand, obviously you wouldn't want them to pour a hot oil all over their body or something. Anyway, wintergreen, so it's not for internal use. It's not going to kill you or anything if you happen to take it internally, but it's just not for that purpose. It works better when you use it, aromatically and topically. So just keep that in mind. The next oil is peppermint. Peppermint, the almighty peppermint. Top properties, anti-inflammatory, analgesic, it's warming and cooling. So it's very soothing to the central nervous system. Muscle stiffness and tension, again, headaches. I've had people that have had really bad headaches, the really bad ones, and they have used this oil in place of their medication. So very powerful. This also should probably be diluted. I've used it undiluted, but it is a very cooling. So different people's bodies might also, it's that heat and cold. So that kind of icy hot feeling. So I've also dropped a drop in my mouth and it missed and like got all on here and it kind of like almost numbed the area. So dilution is always never a bad idea, but, and especially for kids, you definitely want to dilute. If you have questions, I've mentioned dilution charts before. I've posted one in this group. So by all means, message me and let's get the dilution right because you want to be safe, of course. So that is safe for aromatic, topical, and internal use. The next one we have is lavender. Okay, so basic oils, you guys. Lavender has so many good properties. Analgesic, which is pain relieving. Nervine, which means it calms the nerves. So it's really all things calming. It's relaxing, soothing, regenerative. So we say it's all things calming for the mood and the skin. But it's also, great for tissue support. It's great for head and neck tension. So this with peppermint, or I'll talk about frankincense later. Lavender and frankincense can be really helpful for head tension, sprains, bruises, different things like that. I remember I had pain in my arm. This was a couple years ago when I was first getting into the oils. And I remember looking up lavender, and that was one that came in my kit. So I grabbed it and rubbed it just undiluted onto my arm. And I'm not even kidding you, within minutes, that muscle pain was like gone. I was blown away. So reach for your lavender too. Don't forget about that guy. It's not just for sleep. The next one is lemongrass. So lemongrass is an anti-inflammatory, anti-rheumatic, anti-mutagenic, which means it reduces the rate of mutation for your cells, and it's regenerative, and it's also great in Thai soup. So you guys should all know this, but you know that there is a supplement fact box on the back of the oils that you can take internally, and it also will say on there aromatic. Well, no, this one just says from aromatic or topical use, but then it has a supplement fact box. But anyway, so you know that the supplement fact box means that it is safe for internal ingestion, internal use. So Charlie horses, stiffness, inflammation, muscle, joint aches, connective tissue injury, and circulation support. Lemongrass is great for. Also, it can be helpful with before you maybe go for a workout, you could do a diffuser blend of lemongrass and eucalyptus. I've heard that's amazing. I have to try it, but I just heard it the other day, so I'm mentioning it to you. So that one can be used all three ways as well. And then we've got marjoram, which is one of my favorites. I love marjoram so much. Top properties, sedative, so it's great for sleep too. Antispasmodic, so it relieves spasms of involuntary muscles, and it's very helpful for that. So muscle cramps, sprains, menstrual cramps, this can also be very helpful for hormonal balance, stiffness, and then headaches as well. It smells so good, I think. Aromatic, topical, and internal use, you can use that guy for. And then the next one is cypress. So cypress is anti-rheumatic, is the top property. Again, many more properties to it, but that's just the top one for this purpose. Respiratory support, it's really great. Any kind of the conifers, so the tree oils are really great for respiratory support. So let's say you've been coughing so much that it hurts, you have pain. So rubbing this diluted onto the chest can really help dull the pain, but also help with your respiratory system. Aches, bruising, muscle spasms, cypress is great. Cypress is great for helping with circulation. So it would be great for any kind of circulation issues that someone might be having. Another one is clove. So clove is a nervine as well, one of its top properties. So it calms the nerves, it's regenerative. This one is generally used for dental or oral discomfort. So it's really great. I've used it, I do it undiluted. It does have numbing properties in it. So you want to be mindful of that. And you definitely can dilute it. Definitely dilute it. This is a hot oil if you put it on your skin. So you do always want to dilute it if it's going on your skin. But for your gums, I can place it undiluted and it helps numb that. So before a teeth cleaning, it also On Guard has it in it. So you can just brush with On Guard toothpaste or rub some On Guard in your mouth. After a teeth cleaning, if you're getting any cavities, anything like that. It's really amazing. And it definitely numbs the pain. I have had someone that was on pain meds for tooth discomfort, used the clove, helped the tooth heal, as well as she did not have to take the medication. So powerful stuff, you guys. So jaw pain as well, diluted along the jawline. This is also great for any teething babies. So again, diluted properly. So like 1 drop to a teaspoon of carrier oil applied right in the mouth. will help that child calm down and deal with the teething, the teeth coming in. So the numbing properties are great. So again, topically, it can be warming and things like that. So I have not used it topically for pain, but I can only imagine with that numbing in it that it could be have some really nice relief, give you a lot of relief. So the next one is frankincense. So frankincense is the king of all oils, as we know. It's a very powerful anti-inflammatory. It's restorative. It's anti-cancer. It's an immunostimulant, and it's antidepressant as well. So this one is great because, again, when you have chronic pain or anything like that, you kind of have some depression come on and things like that. So this one can cover all of those. Frankincense is also considered an enhancer oil. So an enhancer oil means that whatever oil that it is mixed with, it is going to enhance the properties of. So this is a great oil to throw in like almost any of your blends. I'll talk about layering and different applications for these oils in a minute, but this can be a really great oil to layer on with the other oils that you're using to increase the benefits of those oils. So head tension. So I know people that have the really bad ones where they're light sensitive, you know, and they have to sit in a dark room and not move. They have used this. So you take a drop and you put it on your thumb, and then you rub it into the roof of your mouth, and you do that every 15 minutes until you get relief. And this gal that I know, she carries this in her purse now because she will not leave home without it, because you never know when one will strike, and she knows how to get the pain down naturally, and then she's not knocked out, you know? She's not knocked out. She doesn't get constipated from the pain meds, you know, all that stuff. So frankincense is great. It's calming and soothing, and you know, when in doubt, get your frank out. So it's a great one to use aromatically, topically, and internally. Beautiful oil. The next one is, these are just kind of like honorable mentions. Rosemary. Rosemary can be really great for muscle tension, muscle support, circulation, things like that. Black pepper is another one. Again, it's a warming oil. So this one can be really great for finger discomfort, if you have any kind of circulation or stiffness, cramps, sprains, muscle spasms, things like that. So black pepper, plus it's really good in your cooking. So aromatic, topical, and internal. Other ones, eucalyptus can be another very helpful one. So eucalyptus for sprains, joint discomfort, things like that. Roman chamomile is another one, and blue tansy. Those are in the chamomile family, and those are very calming and soothing to the body and the mind as well. Helichrysum. Now this is a first aid oil. This is an oil that really everyone should have in their home. We call it liquid stitches. If you have like a nosebleed or anything like that, you can rub it over the bridge of your nose and it will stop. It will pretty much stop bleeding in its tracks. It's pretty amazing. I've seen frankincense do that too, but this one is great. So cuts, scrapes, bruising, muscle aches, scarring, wounds, nerve repair and damage. This has some really great properties for that. It's in the Immortelle blend. So the Immortelle is the anti-aging blend. And that blend is wonderful for your skin, but it's also really amazing. Like, it helps with scars, and it just helps with, it can be helpful for pain because it's got frankincense and rose and myrrh and all these amazing oils in it. So that one is aromatic, topical, and internal as well. And let me see, the next one is my new favorite, Copaiba. You guys, I would like to do a whole thing on this oil, and I will once I really do the research, because I have saved a bunch of stuff and I've read things, but I really need to dive into it. But this is the oil that is being compared to CBD. But it has even more properties in it. It does not have the psychoactive effects, and then it's legal in all 50 states. And you guys, this bottle wholesale is $35. You can't get CBD oil for that. And if you do, it's cheap and it's not pure. So Copaiba is amazing. It is one of the most, it's considered the most anti-inflammatory substances on earth. So it's an analgesic, anti-arthritic. I have been taking this. So I've been having some like hand stuff go on lately. But this, I've been taking it under the tongue at least once a day. I try for twice, but let's be honest, life gets busy. And it has been helping so much. It helps with the emotions, like the mood. It is amazing. And it tastes so much better than frankincense. Although frankincense and copaiba combined is the bomb. Like there's other leaders that have done 30-day kind of things with this oil, and I would like to do that in this group. So if any of you are interested in doing that, let me know, because I would love to know the results and things. But these other leaders have had amazing results for their teams and their oil users that have used this oil. So it is wonderful for the skin. It's full of antioxidants. It helps increase cellular activity. It's just amazing. And $35, you cannot beat it. I would definitely try it. So those are kind of the single oils. I'm going to talk about a couple of blends that you can use, but basically with the single oils, what I encourage you to do is, make a blend, try different ones. Cause again, every body is different. So you just need to try and see what works for you. Or, if you're sharing this information, you can make somebody a blend. I will show you a couple of blends that I really like as well. But let me talk about the blends. That's not the one I wanted to talk about. But of course, we all know, if you've been to my classes or have the top 10 oils or something like that, we know the ever lovely deep blue is a lifesaver and is absolutely amazing. It has wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and helichrysum in it. So it's a powerhouse oil. It's amazing. So the oil would be, I would use that personally more for like acute pain, headaches, bruising, menstrual pains. It's great for the lower abdomen during that time of the month. And then they also have, as you guys probably already know, the rub. So this is for like larger areas. If you're dealing with something that you are, kind of more chronic, things like that, it makes it super convenient. To be honest, I don't reach for my oil as much as maybe I should, because this is so darn convenient. And of course I forgot to grab them, but you guys can get those little sample packs. I've shown them before in your back office, and they're great to throw in your purse. They're great to have for traveling and things like that. So I think it's like a 10 pack for $5. So you can grab that of the deep blue as well and have it on hand. So if you need to cover a larger area or something like that, of course you can always combine the oil with the carrier oil and, rub your whole back if you needed to. The other thing is that, deep blue is kind of like a natural icy hot. So it does have that heating and cooling sensation. And what I would do is with the rub is use this either preventatively or as needed. So either you use it before you go on a workout, or if you're going to work out in the garden, or you're doing something that might cause you some discomfort, you can go ahead and apply it beforehand, but certainly, use it as needed as well. And then the deep blue also comes in a touch roller. So this means it's already diluted. So it's really diluted, safe for the whole family. I don't know why you would ever use this on babies, to be honest. Lavender or something like that would be a much better choice, but you can use it on kids that might be having some growing pains or something like that. So this is a really great oil to use there, and it's already diluted for you. So I love that. And then the next one that I have is past tense. It's a good oil, guys, past tense. So again, if you have any of those really crazy head tension where you have to turn off the lights, so on and so forth, you can't function, things like that, this oil is the bomb. On the temples, across the forehead, rub that in. Again, you don't want it seeping into the eyes. On the back of the neck would be a great place. The bottoms of the feet, the big toe is like the brain, or that's, I think the big toe is the brain. So you can apply it there as well. I had some muscle aches in my calf yesterday, and I rolled this on, and it just totally relaxed the muscle and helped. I mean, again, these things still surprise me. Not pleasantly, but I just love it. So this has wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, cilantro, marjoram, Roman chamomile, basil, and rosemary. So that's a great blend to have as well. And this is the oil. So it is not a touch roller. It is not diluted. So if you have someone that does have sensitive skin, if you watch the video on how to make a roller ball, you can, pipette some of this out and dilute it down. But it is the full oil, not diluted. So that's something to note. There is the touch line, and then there's the just regular rollers. The next one is Aroma Touch. This is one of my absolute favorite blends. I love to diffuse it too, but I just love it in my bath. I absolutely adore this blend. It's called the massage blend, basically. So it's a really wonderful blend to take with you to a massage or something like that. But it's got basil, grapefruit, cypress, marjoram, lavender, and peppermint in it. And this one is great for muscle cramps, nerve pain, restless leg, muscle tension, soreness, and cramps. And also, again, poor circulation or any kind of ligament support, things like that. And yeah, I love, love, love this blend. So that's aromatic and topical use. So I also have made a blend, and I think I showed this before, but it's deep blue, lemongrass, and frankincense, and it's equal parts. I think there's like 5 to 7 drops of each oil in this. And so that's a roller ball that I really like for pain support, but I have made many. So I really encourage you to, just kind of throw some together, honestly, like whatever you're drawn to, whatever you have already. And the oils that I just mentioned, I know you guys have at least 1 or 2 of those that you can try out. And I just really encourage you to do that. So the ways that you can use it, layering is an effect, and I will teach more on this later. I to be honest, I don't know exactly what this method is kind of not used for, but what the real big benefits are. But layering basically means you apply one oil, you wait about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you apply another oil, and you can layer, you can layer 10 if you wanted to. And so that is one way to use the oils. So and it's a nice way to kind of even let them all work together and give it time and let your body absorb everything. So that is one way to do it. Compresses also can be very helpful. So you can do hot or cold compresses. So apply the oils first, place your wet, washcloth wrung out, or maybe you have an ice pack or something like that over the oils to really help drive those in. You can also do that if you have like a rice pack that you heat up. If you have neck tension, you rub the oils on, put the rice pack over it. It really helps drive those oils in for deeper relief. There's also obviously a bath. I talked about this before, the detox bath of 2 cups Epsom salt, 1 cup of baking soda. There's also magnesium flakes that you can add in, and you want to do your own research and know the ratio and know how much you're adding, because magnesium can be very irritating to the skin, especially if you're deficient in magnesium. It will be very irritating at first, but that will go away. But magnesium can be very relaxing for the joints and the muscles as well. And Epsom salt does have some magnesium. It's a certain type of magnesium, and I know there's different types of magnesium. So that's just something to know. There's also a magnesium gel and spray that you can get. You can add oils to those to help with the pain. But like I said, it helps to support joint, muscle and joints. Internal use. And of course I didn't grab it, you guys, I swear. Veggie caps. So you can get the veggie caps. I've shown them before. Pretend I have them here. No, it's a big bottle of 120 veggie caps that is just a empty vitamin pill, basically, that you can drop oils in, and you can close them up and take them down that way. So when I put the oils in there, I like to add to the capsule as well some MCT oil, which is coconut oil. It's a certain type of coconut oil that has been proven to be really helpful for our bodies. Or you can do fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, anything like that, add to the capsule. I just like to do that so that it's not just pure oil, but you don't have to. But a really great blend for the pain balm. And I might add copaiba to this pain balm, although I really believe that copaiba might be better taken under the tongue. But is 3 drops of each of lemongrass, marjoram, and frankincense. It's considered a very powerful kind of better than morphine blend, which, you know, again, you have to see that for yourself, but you could take one of those every 6 hours. So that's really great. And then you use the oils topically in between that. Let's see. Supplements. Okay, obviously you guys know supplements are foundation. Even if we ate completely clean in this world, we would not get everything that we need. So just consider that. Supplements can really help balance out the body and reduce that inflammation and stuff. But one in particular that I really love from doTERRA is the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. So I take this daily and I increase it when I'm having more discomfort or like that time of the month. This can be really amazing for. So this has frankincense gum resin in it, which has been known, if you researched that, to be helpful for cancer. But it helps decrease inflammation and pain. And then it has curcumin, I can't say that, but it's turmeric, basically, an extract of turmeric that is powerful anti-inflammatory. It has been shown to also decrease the risk of Alzheimer's, just as a side note. Ginger root reduces pain and inflammation, it has a warming effect and increases circulation, and that would be another oil that I would also recommend that I left out, would be ginger. Has green tea leaf extract, so powerful antioxidants, free radical scavengers, they call them, and their anti-cancer properties. It also has pomegranate fruit extract in here, which has antioxidants that have been shown to lower LDL cholesterol. It helps with blood pressure and increase heart health. Grapeseed extract is 95% polyphenols, shown to decrease free radical damage and increase cellular repair. Resveratrol increases healthy cell proliferation and inhibits proliferation of damaged and mutated cells. And it also has a digestive blend in there of peppermint and ginger root and caraway seed that helps to soothe the digestive process. So some people are really sensitive to supplements, and all of doTERRA's supplements have like a tummy tamer blend in there with oils that help that. So I wouldn't let that discourage you from trying the supplements, because I can take them on an empty stomach and have no problem. I'm not saying that's the best way, but I'm just saying that they have that. They're just a really nice on the digestive system. So all really good stuff. Again, I really encourage you to try it out. Maybe go for the blends at first, because the blends have a lot of the oils that I talked about in it and might be an easy go-to for you. But like, for instance, I did a blend and 2 other oils. So you can do that as well. You can take an oil that's in that blend and add more of it as well, so that you get more of those properties. It's up to you, but I encourage you to really give it a try. Couple other things that can be really helpful that are non-oil related is Arnica montana. So that is a homeopathic. You can get that in a cream or a gel form, as well as a sublingual tablet that you take. So that's amazing. Again, you can use that with your oils. It's a good idea to get, especially if you have some chronic or really major pain, to get support from different areas. Rescue Remedy is another homeopathic remedy. It's called Bach flower. So Bach flowers deal with us on an emotional level. And it is amazing for stress and for calming us. That's something that I turn to a lot for anxiousness, but I love it for, especially if you're having any kind of pain and things like that. Calming those emotions can be really helpful, you guys. And then I guess this is oil related, but the Correct X, once again, forgot to grab it. It's an essential oil ointment, basically takes the place of Neosporin or anything like that has that petroleum and those chemicals in it that you do not want to be putting on your body or your kids' bodies. And it has frankincense and like lavender, helichrysum, I can't remember, maybe melaleuca in it. And it's great for cuts and scrapes and bruises and things like that. So with those oils in it as well, it can cut the pain. Like, if you get a cut or a scrape, it can help with that as well. So anyway, as I said, make a blend, experiment, share your blends, you guys. I really would love for this to be, you guys to share too, and take a look at your sleep and your diet and things like that, and see where maybe you can make small improvements, because small steps are still steps, and we don't need to change our whole lifestyle over at once. So I really, really hope it was helpful. Let me know, leave comments, questions. Let me know if you have any thing to add or anything like that. And I hope you guys have a great week. I also want to tell you that next week, I may surprise you, but I'm going to be out of town, so I probably won't be doing a Teaching Tuesday, but maybe I will. I don't know. I'll just jump on and see, but I will let you guys know if I do. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys have a great week. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.